friends had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between Detroit Lions. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now Wilson on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. You think back to all the interceptions he threw last week. Here we go. First play of the game, another pick.
And you know that all week long, they spent time breaking down exactly why he threw the interceptions. Was it mechanics, bad reads, not enough study? Sometimes you just think about it way too much, and that leads you to the next one.
Time to refocus. So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Keenum. Wilson snags it left side, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And look Look at that, a diving catch. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. On 3rd and 1, Wilson leaves it for Penny. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Penny, a first down carry. Muscling free near the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. This is complete. It's Baldwin. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So that throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From midfield now, here's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Don't take forever, okay?
On 2nd down, Wilson. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got Lockett and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. They go back to the ground now with Penny. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Dumps that off to Penny as running back. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. one incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target. Third down here.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Back to the air. Wilson after the pick 6. Over the middle, Jaron Brown's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Wilson from the gun. He'll throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, let's go. All right. Go, doctor. Stand down.
After the interception, here's Keenum. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
No, Roger.
On 1st down, it's Keenum. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Tate. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go. Roger, roger, roger.
Working from the gun, Keenum. And Tate's got it. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
All right. Go, doctor, doctor.
They'll run it down out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap for Keenum. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Keenum going to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
What part did they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The pitch goes to Penny. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get for that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. They'll toss it to Penny. And some room to maneuver. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Now Rashad Penny. And they'll get him down right about the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Keenum. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. So that throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
22.
Throwing is Keenum on third down. Over the middle, complete. It's Tate. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now Wilson on second down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Sebastian Janikowski to try the Seahawks field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And that's hooking, and Janikowski missed it. It's no good, wide right, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
52. We're good. 22. 53. 52. Here we go. Watch this lap.
On first down, Keenum. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. So we've reached halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch. But you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
52. 20.
Now Keenum throwing on second. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
We're good. Roger.
A shotgun snap for Keenum. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Wilson snags it left side. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get 3 up to midfield. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
22.
From the 50, it's Keenum. And on the left side here, Wilson. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Keenum. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Keenum on first down. This is Riddick on the screen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Again, they'll throw with Keenum. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Frank Clark getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Keenum. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, orange. Orange. All right, we're good. 57's down.
On 1st and 10, Keenan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike's right. Here goes the high. Like 20. We're good.
Throwing now is Keenan. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Luke Wilson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Wilson going to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenan. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Yeah, we're good.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Let's go.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, go, Roger.
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Cameron Wake in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On second down, here's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. Now they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again is Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. From midfield, here's Keenum. And able to find Conley. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And an alley to run. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.